So every great explorer, Christopher Columbus, Vasco da Gama, who's sailed off into the unknown, seems to me a very strong parallel for the original and best of them, Hanno the navigator.
Hanno set sail to extend the boundaries of the Carthaginian network of colonies and exchange, not mere trading activities, but planting whole cities of new settlers to maintain control of land and access to its resources.
Carthage's technical prowess on the seas has brought it power and wealth. By the 6th century BC, the islands of Corsica, Sardinia, and the Balearic Islands are now under its control. The hub of its power flows from a marvel of engineering, the harbor of Carthage.
This is the absolute pinnacle of Carthaginian engineering.
Although records are shaky, archaeologists believe it may have been constructed as early as the days of Hanno. But at the height of her power, in the 2nd century BC, the harbor of Carthage was transformed, technologically superior to any maritime facility in the world, and the very lifeblood of Carthage.
It was part of Carthage, it was the heart of Carthage, it was the lungs of Carthage, it was everything to Carthage, both naval and commercial.
The harbor had a common entrance from the sea that was 70 feet wide, which could be closed with iron chains. Inside its gates were 2 separate marinas, the first for the traders and merchant vessels.
The mercantile harbor, the commercial harbor, was organized with conventional wharves to make as easy as possible the loading and unloading of goods. So in Carthage, readily one can imagine in, say, 400 BC, you would see all the goods there were in the then known world being bought, being brought, being sold in Carthage.
The second, a circular harbor, was designed for military use. A series of 30 docks were arranged symmetrically. Another 140 additional berths radiated out on the perimeter of the circular port, allowing the entire harbor to hold 220 boats. Today, a lone dry dock has been excavated, a reminder of the strength the harbor once commanded.
This is all that's left of the Kothon, or military harbor of ancient Carthage. A kothon was an interior port carved out of the land as opposed to an exterior port attached to the seaside. Now, with all these beautiful villas around here, it's kind of hard to imagine that this harbor was the launch point for the wealth and power of ancient Carthage. Now, the nerve center for this maritime hub was that circular island out there where there were 40 or 50 slots for boat dry dock. And on top of that island was a big tower where trumpeters would blare signals and heralds would deliver orders and admirals would oversee operations like observing what ships were coming in from sea, be they friend or foe, while at the same time those ships couldn't very well observe what was going on in this port.